Alrighty, hi soul family, welcome to my channel. So I feel very guided right now to give the collective a healing process. So Spirit saying this is less about the message and more about the healing. So I did have some channeled messages for if this reading is for you, so you can get the vibe. So a card that I pulled a couple days ago was focus on the light. So I feel like if this message is going to resonate for you, if this healing process is what you need right now in your journey, it is a time when you're starting over, when you could be experiencing a lot of insomnia. It's like you can't really sleep and you don't really know what's going on. So you may feel just restless, unable to just really just relax. And I feel like a lot of you guys are just feeling this new shift, this new beginning on a spiritual level. So you're feeling a little uneasy. For some of you guys, Saturn could be affecting you deeply. Maybe you have a lot of Saturn placements at this time. I know Saturn just went direct. Also, when I was coming downstairs, I spilled water at the doorway twice. One downstairs. And I was like, I'm getting the energy that Spirit saying that some of you guys need to cleanse your home. So if this message is for you, maybe you guys recently lived with some people who really came into your world and frigged up your energy. So some of you guys could have really let go of a lot of people this year, and it's like maybe you invited them to stay with you. So this could be for you as well if you're resonating with that energy. Some of you guys could also be admitting some truths that could be affecting your ego at this time. Maybe you're really sitting with some things that you've done and you're just like, oh damn, and it's really feeling uncomfortable. You could be seeing the number 222 a lot, and you're in the energy of wanting to be free, your own personal freedom of the mind. You're ready to just be broken out of the feeling of anxiety and depression, just having you by the ankles. Some of you guys could also be gaining a lot of weight. Maybe you're starting your fitness journey over as well. That came through. Feeling restless, we talked about that. Anxiety about the future. Maybe some of you guys, you're wondering how is the money going to come in for me to fully step into my spiritual path. Maybe some of you guys are healers and you're wondering, how am I going to make money off of that talent that natural talent that I have. Maybe you're feeling like a little worried about betting on yourself. So Spirit was saying that with that anxiety, a lot of you guys need to listen to a lot of root chakra frequencies to help you feel grounded and safe in the material realm, and also align by taking daily practical steps that you can do, baby steps. Because some of you guys, your nervous system might get really shocked if you try to do something all at once. So Spirit saying that what are practical steps that you can take daily to align with your dream reality? And then a resistance to change. So some of you guys could feel like a pull to not want to change your life. So that could be for you as well. So those are just some signs to see if this healing process is what you need right now on your journey. I did write a poem in the middle of the night, and this is how I know you guys were struggling with insomnia, because it was 3 a.m. and I'm like, girl, what the hell? What you writing a poem for? So this could be for you, but this is just the poem. I'm gonna read it for you guys. So it's titled The Illusion of Perfection. So it says, I refuse to admit that I'm a human with flaws, so I desperately strive for perfection. Whenever I try to look at myself in the mirror, I begin to see a crack down the center. I turn my back to look at another, all I can see is what makes them better. So I strive to be greater only to end up a hater. The illusion of separation has kept me safer. Judging one person after another, refusing to take a look in the mirror simply because all I will see is a failure. Terrified of that crack down the center, choosing one distraction after another, desperately running from my mirror, tripping over one crack after the other, frightened to see all my imperfections reflected back at me one after the other. The illusion of separation started with me, and that couldn't be clearer. So I feel like the ego truth that you guys are coming to terms with is that you've been comparing yourself to other people, and that's really just been keeping you in the energy of, well, it'll never happen for me. And I feel like this message is finding you because Spirit saying that you're ready to heal the wound around comparison, around perfection, around just not really focusing on your own journey. Because some of you guys, you may have a bunch of distractions that keep you where you're at, because it's like you don't really want to leap into this new beginning. So because of that fear, you're just, well, let me just do this or let me just do that to continue to distract myself. This could be through people. This could be through alcohol, drugs, whatever it is. You know what you're using to escape. We all have different things that we use to escape. It could literally just be over consuming videos but not doing anything with that information. That could also cause that anxiety and depression as well, because you're downloading all this information into your brain and it has nowhere to go. But you guys will know if this message is resonating with you. I feel like it's just like you're gonna feel it. But the energy of starting over, I felt like you guys could be trying again. So maybe when you first started your spiritual journey, you had it in the bag. Maybe you were always on your meditation, your stretching, your fitness, your showing up for you, and you could just feel very defeated. I feel like you guys recently are coming out of a cycle. So I did pull some tarot cards. So I'm going to tell you guys what cards I pulled, why I'm getting this information. But you guys could have recently come out of a cycle where you really had to fight for your life. You had to learn to set boundaries. You had to learn to let go. You really were stripped bare. And I feel like the energy of focusing on the light, it's like you really had to really focus on the light because the darkness really had your ankles. I'm really getting this energy where it's like you were forced to heal something in you through feeling grief and pain through another person, through another relationship. And you weren't able to fully take care of yourself during that period. So it's like now that you're starting over, you may feel like maybe this comparison isn't even like you comparing yourself to other people, but it could be you comparing yourself to who you used to be, right? And I'm getting this energy where Spirit's saying that you are already whole exactly how you are, and if you did it before, you can do it again. And I feel like this time I'm getting this energy where it's like I'm bouncing back, but I'm going to be even better. And I'm going to share this part of my journey with you guys because it's like, don't be afraid to start over, because I'm in the middle of starting over as well. So the readings, it reflects the reader to some degree, you know what I mean? So I definitely do feel like this message is for me. So I'm going to rewatch this when I'm done channeling. But I get this energy that it's like, you're starting over, but you're going to come back 10 times better. Because now that you've integrated, now that you've learned this lesson, now that you've completed that cycle, you're going to allow yourself to have this new beginning without anyone being able to take it from you. So I'm getting this energy where you were surrounded by people who had a lower vibration than you and they dragged you down. So maybe it's like you rose in vibration, taking care of yourself, letting go, shedding, and you recently experienced some type of heartbreak or some type of energy coming into your home, into your sacred space, and they dragged you down with them. One lesson that I learned this year as well, guys, is it's not about ego. It's more about if somebody's on a low vibration, you cannot bring them with you. They have to want to do the work by themselves. You are not a savior. You're not Captain Save-A-Ho. A lot of you guys, if you have a healer vibration, you should be doing work in that area. People shouldn't just be coming into your energy wanting to take it. Because the thing is, if they can't meet you where they're at, if they feel jealousy towards the path that you're on, they will do anything in their power to bring you down. So that's a hard lesson I had to learn this year. It's not about ego. It's not about, oh, I'm better than you. They're just on a different vibration than you. And if you see that they're not in alignment with you, you really have to let it go. And I feel like Spirit be putting us through different levels, bosses to defeat. It sounds crazy, but it feels like that's how it feels, okay? If they're not meant to come with you, then they're just simply not meant to come with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I feel like you guys have to really learn the art of letting go and allowing yourself to have this new beginning, because you guys worked very hard to get to where you are, and your bounce back is going to be 10 times greater. I get this energy where it's like a lot of you guys, so I'm going to touch on the weight gain. For me, that channel message really resonated because I gained a lot of weight when I was going through it, and that's one thing I also learned about myself. If my nervous system doesn't feel safe, I will eat just to put on that weight to feel safer in my body. And if my nervous system is out of whack, I be monitoring my stress hormones, you guys, on my watch. If it's up, you can't be in my life at all, I swear to God. And this may sound harsh, but what I learned is that I can't be stressed out and trying to also work out and do what's best for me. People have to be wanting to choose peace too, to be on the vibration that you're on. So I feel like now that you're coming to that conclusion, it's easier for you to choose people who are in alignment as well. You can't bring people, you can't pull them up to the level that you're at. They have to do that themselves. Think about all the work that went into bringing you where you are, raising your vibration. If they're not willing to do that, then there's nothing you can do about that. I just feel like this last chapter has really just done you in. We can acknowledge that. I felt powerless. I felt like no one's gonna love me. Whatever feelings that were coming up, sit with them. They all matter. But this is a time for you to reaffirm new things to yourself, that you are worthy. Because one thing I realized is that people can, if you have a trigger and they find that, they see that this triggers you, they will do it. Okay? But whenever they do it, if you choose to focus on healing that or reaffirming new things to yourself, the next time you experience that, it won't be the same because you've already dealt with it. So that's the power of shadow work. So if you guys have been doing a lot of shadow work, you can trust yourself. A lot of you guys, I feel like maybe you recently, I feel like Spirit may have put you in another similar situation. And I feel like you may be questioning whether or not is this a repeat of the past. I feel like you guys are having deja vu right now. Am I experiencing the same thing over and over and over again? Trust yourself, because you'll know what decisions make you feel good. Always check in with your body, because your body knows before your heart does, and your body will tell you. If your nervous system feels uncomfortable around this person, they can't be in your life. Everything will start to go downhill. And I think that was a lesson that you learned recently. But I also feel like Spirit's also saying that right now, like you guys, there's a transition, there's a new beginning that you are experiencing because you recently completed a cycle. So you're in the energy of a new beginning. but you're feeling unmotivated. And I feel like this might come back down to you guys moving your body a little bit more, because if you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen, oftentimes you're going to feel like you're in this Four of Cups energy. You're just constantly waiting and waiting. I feel like taking practical steps daily to align with your goals will help you get this energy moving, and also planning out what you want your future to look like. This could be as simple as vision boarding, guys. The power of vision boarding is crazy. Whatever you feel called to do in order to connect to this new timeline, this new beginning, do it and allow yourself to have that, because you deserve it. And I feel like you guys may fear that somebody's going to come in again and take it from you, but it's like you've learned a lesson, you've completed the cycle, because we have the World card. You're shifting timelines. You cannot go back to where you once were because your soul has outgrown it. So you guys could be feeling bored in your reality, but it's like, whatever you can do to contribute to this new reality, start planning for that future. You deserve it. Start planning for it in whatever ways you can, because a lot of times we feel like, oh, it's out of my control. How am I going to see the next day or the month ahead? And it's like, just think about the day as you get up. Plan one day at a time. You don't have to go so far if it feels very uncomfortable for your nervous system, but it's just like, taking practical steps could be something as simple as, for me, I'm a content creator. I do healing work and whatnot online. So for me, what I do is like, let me respond to comments today, or let me edit my videos today, let me post on TikTok today. It's literally simple steps like that, because I can't control when my career goes a certain path, goes in a certain light, right? I hope this is making sense, y'all, because I feel like I'm a little like, I hope this is making sense, but I can't control the outcome. But what I can do is take practical aligned steps daily, and that makes me feel good, because I'm like, I'm in alignment with my goals. I'm not abandoning my goals. Even if I don't know how it's gonna work out, my higher self got me like a bra strap. And that's how spirit wants you to feel and be in that energy of it. But I feel like right now a crying like session is coming in for you guys. Spirit is really emphasizing that. So you guys could really just be crying and not know why. But the version of you that was in that energy before, of people taking, they're dying. And I feel like even if we can't physically see it, you're mourning it, because what I allowed myself to accept. So that could also be what ego thing is coming up as well. Well, it's not only them. I can't only point the finger at them, because I allowed myself to accept that. And this is also coming in with Justice card. One thing I realized, when people experience karma, it's just a reflection of how they feel about themselves, right? And so with karma, it also comes, when somebody's experiencing their karma for what they've done to you, it also comes with clarity to you. Why did I allow myself to accept that? And then you have to sit with those childhood wounds, because it always goes back down to our inner child, you guys. I don't know. That childhood is very essential. Let's grab some cards from the Mother Mary deck. I feel like since I'm getting inner child wounds, this would be a great deck to use for the healing process. So let's see. All right, Spirit, let me cleanse it with the smoke. What healing process does this collective need right now? Healing process from Mother Mary. Does this collective right now? Alright, sorry soul family, it cut out. My storage has been acting up, but we have Our Lady of Comfort that flew out. Some of you guys could also be a Life Path 7 as well, is what I heard when I picked up this card. But also, I feel like you guys, the divine is just supporting you through this transition, because a new version of you is coming online, and it's the version of you that just doesn't stand for bullshit. You're just not on that type of shit no more. Sob story is not gonna get you how it did before. And this is not saying that you won't have empathy. It's just that you're not going to allow another person to take you off the path that you are on. You know what I mean? And I feel like, even though I said it like that, I feel like Spirit's also saying that it's not like you strayed off the path. It's just that you needed to learn certain lessons to fully anchor into this new reality. No one can take you off this path again. And I feel like you may be feeling like, well, what if I go through this again? We don't know what's going to happen. And I feel like we can't spend our entire lives worrying about, oh, will this happen to me again? In terms of, if you're allowing yourself to receive love, say for example, you got hurt in your relationships and you meet somebody who's exactly what you wanted, you have to allow yourself to have that. And that takes practice. I'm not just saying, oh, we'll just let it go, but it's just like being consciously aware of your wounds and recognizing when you're projecting. So that's why I feel like you guys are also ready now for more people who are actually on your vibration, because you know that you're worthy of exactly what you're asking for. You just want peace, and you want people who are also on that vibration. So let's read the card. So it says, Our Lady of Comfort. Put it on the screen again. Let's see. All right, so it says, glitching. Even though you may not see me, I'm holding your hand. Even though you may not hear me, I'm speaking through your heart. I am never far away from you. I am by your side with love, guidance, and protection always. You are my own. I could not bear to be apart from you. Receive my message of comfort and peace now. So the divine is letting you know that they're supporting you. So a lot of you guys could be seeing the number 3 a lot as well. And I saw 200 times as I looked up again. So dang. So we have Our Lady of Comfort brings you angels of peace. She's at your side. If you have wondered if the divine is more real than you ever believed, if you have been in conscious divine connection, the oracle of Our Lady of Comfort confirms this. If you have been having the opposite experience, perhaps finding it difficult to feel lightness, joy, or happiness for some time, or finding it so hard to meditate or connect with your spiritual center, Our Lady is telling you she is still with you, and this time too shall pass. So I feel like off that paragraph, you guys are starting over, but maybe it feels a little bit difficult to do the things that you used to do, like showing up for your yoga, showing up for your meditation, just showing up for you. And I feel like your guys are saying just have compassion for yourself, because it's not going to feel like this all the time. And you just showing up and deciding to start over, that's brave. You're very brave for doing that. So I just feel like your guys want me to say that. If you have been trying to be strong, perhaps for the benefit of others who are grieving or in a stressful life situation, or if you have been feeling alone, not really held or heard by others, this oracle comes with a particular message. The Divine Mother hears you, knows you, loves you. She asks you to pray to her so that she may help you, that you may attract the comfort, connection, and support that you need, not only from spiritual sources, but also in human form in the material world. So you guys are getting ready to align with everything. I didn't pull a 10 of Pentacles, but I'm getting that energy so strongly. It's like abundance in every area of your life, not just like finances. Like you guys you're allowed to receive love in this lifetime. So I feel like you guys, there's a sense of worthiness that needed to be healed. So through the heartbreak is when you learn that you are worthy of love. And sometimes it sucks to learn it that way, but it's almost like it's more powerful in that way, because now you're just not settling for bullshit no more. So you are worthy of this support too. And she asks that you do not allow your strength to isolate you or prevent you from receiving the love that you need. If you have been in chronic pain, either emotionally or physically, and are suffering without relief, or of someone in such a situation, please pray to the Divine Mother, Mary, Our Lady of Comfort, to bring spiritual blessing and divine assistance or relief. The Divine Mother will offer that will most serve. With mercy and compassion, you can certainly pray for her help, for yourself and for others. If you are suffering a loss or disappointment, I feel like it's been very hard to get the message through, so a lot of throat chakra clearing could be happening during this time as well. If you are suffering a loss or disappointment, she comes to you specifically with this message. Sometimes there's a sacrifice of what could have been on the altar of a different future. Grieve what has come to pass, but know that there is plenty of life yet to be lived and dreams to be fulfilled. I feel like this new beginning that you guys are entering, the way that you feel right now, it's going to be such a distant memory, because it's like you're going to wonder, why did I ever settle for less before? It's going to feel so good. Ultimate fulfillment. So 10 of Cups as well. Those dreams may be fulfilled in a way that is surprising, or may be fulfilled in the way that you once imagined they would. But divine timing is perfect and serves you. Receive her comfort and know that all is not lost. If you have been worrying about a situation in your life, the Divine Mother asks that you imagine her soothing you gently, like a mother with a child. She asks that you know that you have more than enough strength and resourcefulness to attract to you what you will need to allow the situation to resolve itself. She is with you, helping you. Pray to her for help and allow her to help you. Our Lady of Comfort also reassures us that whatever is happening in our lives, whether obviously healing and supportive or not, is helping us grow spiritually. We can always pray to her for assistance and support. She will answer all our prayers, yet we can also know that if we are struggling in some way, this is not a sign that something is wrong, or that we are being punished, or are not getting some lesson or other. So off of that message, I feel like you guys are saying that some of you guys may hyperfixate on simply learning the lesson to move on. So you don't want to be present with the feelings you feel right now, because you're just like, oh my God, I just need to learn the lesson, get to the next chapter, move on to the next timeline. But it's like there's nothing else left for you to do or heal. And this is not me saying that you won't heal other levels in the future or whatever else comes up, but it's like not hyperfixating on healing in order to get what you want, because you're not being denied. Divine timing is at play here. And once we surrender to that and really just allow ourselves to live in this present moment with whatever we have right now, and know that we have everything that we need, and that nothing external is going to fulfill us, that's total freedom. So you guys are really emphasizing that. All right, we are just growing. Imagine a child taking their first steps. They can be a few great strides and perhaps at least a few wobbles as well. The Divine Mother is there. with her arms open, calling you forward with delight into the next phase of your life path. Finally, if you have been hearing loving words in a song that stick in your mind, or finding white feathers on the ground, or seeing many churches, or more than usual, or seeing artwork of the Divine Mother, or feeling new sensations of love in meditation, and you have been wondering if it all means something, the oracle comes with this answer. Yes, the divine is reaching for you and making its presence more felt, so that it is real and with you always. So some of you guys, maybe when you were going through that stage of dark night of the soul, I feel like maybe you felt like it's almost like you felt like it was just very quiet. The chapter that you're closing, you feel like it was just very quiet, and you're just wondering, is the divine real? Am I going crazy? I mean, some of you guys were really questioning your spirituality, your path, and it's like, that's all okay, but the divine is also letting you know that they're here for you now. Allow them to reach you. So I feel like even listening to frequency for heart chakra healing, just connect with your heart on a daily basis. When you wake up in the morning, just touch your heart and just send love to yourself. These are lovely ways that you can connect to the divine as well. So we have the healing process and the affirmations for this card. So we have close your eyes and sit comfortably. Place your hands on your heart. Wow, that's crazy. Place your hands on your heart, your head or belly, wherever you feel stress or wherever feels most in need of comfort. And when you have the place that you feel feels more stress, you can say out loud, I call on Mother Mary, who loves me unconditionally, and I ask for your divine protection, healing, connection, and love now. Through your divine grace, so be it. Imagine, sense, or intend that the healing, non-intrusive, but strong touch of the Divine Mother is reaching to you through your own hand and resting on your body in an unconditionally loving way. Sit like this for a few moments, and if you can, allow yourself to feel reassured. When you're ready, complete your healing process with the following affirmation. Let's see. So we have, the Divine Mother loves me unconditionally and comforts me with truth. Only the divine plan shall be. All is safe and unfolding according to divine wisdom now. I trust in her and I am safe. So that beautiful healing process, you guys can come back to it whenever you're feeling like, oh, this new beginning feels overwhelming. You can always come back to it and rewatch this part. I feel like I'm going to put a timestamp to when the healing process begins. So when you watch it, you can come back and re-watch that part if you feel called to. Let's see. Let's get some practical steps that you guys can take right now during this new beginning. All right, Spirit, some practical steps that the collective can take during this period of their life, during this new beginning. Let's see. Practical. So let's grab these two first. Morning affirmation, mirror magic. I love and accept myself. Life gets to be easy. I'm worthy of receiving without struggle. My energy is magnetic. I attract what's meant for me. So a way that you can help during this energy of alignment, experiencing that mirror magic. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Look into your eyes, guys. Your eyes are the portal to the soul. So whatever timeline you're trying to connect to, really just look into that. I've been doing a lot of mirror work recently too when it comes to self-love, and I've been seeing myself, I'm like, dang girl, you're so cute. But it really works. And the funny thing is, before starting the mirror work, I was feeling a little off my game, because it's like when you go through heartbreak, you kind of forget who you are. I'm saying, so you need to remember who you are. Look in the mirror, tell yourself good things every time you wake up in the morning. Damn, you so sexy. Whatever you want to hear, say to yourself. So we have no phone for 1 hour. So before I even read this, I feel like when you guys get up, you're rolling over and reaching for your phone. We're reaching for your devices, or you're just jumping out of bed and getting your day started. You need time for yourself. Sacred time. Dedicating 1 hour as soon as you wake up to no one else's attention, just yours. It's a powerful way for you to feel this new energy, this new vibration, just to feel less frustrated with life and everything. So for the next 30 days, when you wake up, no screens for 1 hour. Connect with your own energy. Do whatever you like for you. Show the universe you are your number one priority. So we have angel number 1313. You could be seeing that number a lot. I am centering myself effortlessly. Lovely. So we have cloud gazing. 30 days. Lay down and watch the clouds. Daydream. Relax. What do you see when you look at the clouds? Bring a journal to write down what you see. Listen to music, romanticize your life. So you could also create a playlist to romanticize your life if it's cold as hell outside right now, because it's winter where I'm at right now too. So I'm like, I don't even want to do that. It's too cold. But you guys could also be seeing the number 1 a lot as well. So we have take yourself seriously. Start showing up for you. How would you act if it was already yours? Keep your promises. Take action in the present moment. So how would you show up in your reality knowing that everything you ever asked for was already received? That's the energy that you guys want you to be in right now, okay? Because there's something about not just not feeling worthy. And I feel like that energy is going to be lifted off of you, especially with the healing process. If you do the healing process and the affirmations, allow yourself to let go and be comforted during this time, because that version of you is being dead. The universe is letting that version of you go. That version of you is just no more, no mas. Let's see how you can remain mindful as well. All right, Spirit, how to remain mindful during this process. How to remain mindful. How can this collect up and out? To heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up to come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. Allow yourself to feel, baby. All the wounds that are coming up right now for you to cry it out as much as you need to. I really get this energy that you guys are going to be going through a deep purge where you're just crying and you don't really understand why. But that's Mother Mary's energy for you. Mother Mary feels like a mother you never had. It's so much love and healing energy in her energy. She's just very loving. I feel very unconditional love when it comes to her. So a lot of you guys could also be healing your guilt, the shame, all the things that you felt when you were a kid just coming up to the surface for you to let go of. It's going to feel very freeing. I think those are all the messages I have for you today, sweetie. If this did resonate, comment a phone emoji to let me know that you're going to be detoxing from the screen for now, guys. It's so much shit going on online, and when we give our energy to whatever video we watch as soon as we wake up in the morning, we're scrolling through TikTok, that's your energy going towards that. So putting your energy towards yourself, towards your goals, towards healing, even if it's like you don't want to take steps towards building whatever the hell you're building, maybe just taking steps towards yourself is what you need right now. Showing up for you, pouring into you. It could be so simple as drinking tea. It literally doesn't have to be overcomplicated, but you guys are just saying that one small step for man. Those are my messages for you, darling. I love you. If you guys are interested, personal reading, link down below. My link to my website down below. On there you can find guides to help you while you're on your journey, as well as a link to book a personal reading if you feel called. Those are my messages. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.